Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Flying with Mike. We're doing a special stream here, the alternative to what's on TV today. That's all we'll say. But anyway, we're going to fly from Santo Domingo here on Dominica up to Miami, otherwise known as Miami. ZIBO 737-800, folks. Nice little run, about a 2.5 hour run. So I hope y'all enjoy. Can't say we'll have heartbreaking and oh my gosh gasps. Well, we might, depending how bad my landing is. But wait, did I say that out loud? But anyway, we are going to head that way here shortly. We're just about ready to get the plane going. Sitting in the gate. Now, we're in an odd location, those of you that have been there. I'll explain here in a minute. We should be... where'd my mouse go? There it is. I thought the cat had it there for a second. Over in this part of this part of the terminal. Problem is, none of these jetways work. And if you look at them, you understand why. You're going to have to be a wide-body aircraft for them to work. And more than likely, least the height of a 767, if not higher, 7477 A350. You get the gist. So we came over here where the jetways are working, just for eye candy. So nothing more. But yeah, folks, we're on the south side of Dominica here. We're going to blast off here, hopefully within the next 35 minutes or so. So let us get into the office, get this thing pre-flighted, and get her starting to get loaded. Right, again, 737-800, folks, ZIBO. Folks, this is a really good aircraft. Now, if you've got XP12, you've already got a leg up on a lot of people out there. This one's free. Yeah, you heard it right, folks, free. Others are paying a lot of money. The ZIBO mod in X-Plane, comparable in almost every aspect of PMDG, outdoes it in some, and PMDG outdoes it in others. But the nod goes to ZIBO. Why? Because it's free. Yeah, folks, you can get off the ground. It's free. So you're not pouring a lot of money in to get that quality. So anyway, let's do it, shall we? ZIBO. I'm sorry, we're in ZIBO. Let's get Sim Toolkit up. And let's talk about the flight here. Okay, you can see the routing, folks. We are headed from Domingo down here, right up here to Miami. So, winds are favorable for 17, so that'll be our departure runway. Here's our routing right here. I know it's in the fine print here, folks, but it truly is there. Or just look in the chat box. Oh, look, there it is too. All right, so for the load today, we're going to run 110 people back. Don't blame them. I'd rather probably stay down there than back here in the States. But anyway, 110 people, 25,300 pounds of payload, and the zero fuel weight is 117,194 pounds. So once we fuel it, the ramp weight is the gross weight. Okay, and speaking of fuel, we're going to put in just under 18,000 pounds of fuel. Cost index today 35, bringing us a cruise that dispatch has told us of 38,000 feet. Flight level 380 will be it. All right, beyond that, folks, there isn't a lot more. Let's see if we can pull an ATIS here. Looks like, METAR at least. So the winds are 120 at 6. So again, favoring 17. Sorry, folks, we are leaving the nice, comfortable 30-degree temperatures down here to head back north. Actually, you know, I gotta say, it could be a heck of a lot worse here in our area of St. Louis this time in February than it really is outside right now, folks. It could really be a lot worse. So I'm thankful every day above freezing is one less day below before spring. Sing it, hallelujah, chorus. So now coming into the most people's first stop is Miami. Winds are 260 to 11 of kind of a windy day. They're gusting up to 21. But overall, not a bad day. I mean, they aren't even getting sunburned. It's overcast. So, and oh my, we're in the 20s. So, and yes, folks, that's Celsius. Don't go, oh my God, it's in the 20s in Miami. It's Celsius. So, all right, folks, we're going to go ahead, get rid of Sim Toolkit and get this thing going. All right, so as you can tell, we have power on the plane. We have the ground power on, batteries on, standby power's on, and we've got our AC/DC. And please don't start the AC/DC music. I know, Hawker, you're ready to crank it. I know. No. All right, so up here we go. We're going to start in on it. Okay, flight recorder's good. All our warnings are good. Matt, 1997 Air, welcome aboard. Uh-oh. You broke the Aerosoft CRJ. Oh my. What is going on here? Am I getting this weird? Oh, there we go. All right. We won't hold it against you there, Matt. You know, every now and then we all go to the dark side at time to time, but no. So, hey, I hope you enjoy that CRJ over there. I mean, hey, folks, I make a lot of fun of Must Fuss at their own expense because it's quite expensive to have Must Fuss on top of PMDG and on top of this and that. But, you know, hey, you know, I'm going to stick with XP12. All right. Gonna leave it there because boy, I could say a whole lot more. We'll keep it there. All right, more like let's keep it family friendly. No. All right, so passenger oxygen's good. EECs are on. Reversers are closed. All right, we're gonna start aligning. Okay, they're on DC. And the ELT is good. Now, one thing you can do, folks, and you hit it right on the nail. You pay a lot for that. What is that? 8-letter word, 9-letter word, eye candy. So, but no, back to the airplane at hand here, folks. One thing, so you know how long you have till this IRS aligns. Just smooth the switch over to heading status. The number 5 here means how many minutes? 5 minutes. And if you have them on nav, it'll automatically, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll automatically align and show on your nav display if you've done the next step, which is get the coordinates in and all of that. We're going to be a little behind that since we have 5 minutes. All right, so I'm going to rush down here and start throwing fuel on the plane. Okay, There's our zero fuel weight, 117,194. You know, I did this a couple days ago, folks, and it was wrong. Okay, it is. Yeah, I had loaded it. Everything was right. Came back, and somehow someone switched it. No, I really don't know what happened. I just love conspiracy theories. You just never know who's inside my computer. So we're going to be putting on quite a bit of fuel. Looks like about 12,000-ish pounds. Hawker 125, welcome to the show.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
All right. And if we were to glance outside, look, the fuel truck's here now. All right, so we'll get up here and continue. So we've got everything set up top. We'll just come down real quick. Yaw dampers are off. Everything's normal on the navigation. Checked my cross feeds already. Electrical systems up. And coming down further. Everything is set right now the way I need it. Window heats are on. Pitot heats off. Anti-ice off. Electric pumps off. And let's see, trim air's on, auto. And, yep, logo and position lights are on. In the middle, I need some lights. Oh my, can't see. All right, a little better. We get into the nighttime, it'll be a lot better. All right, so everything looks good here. All right, light test. Okay, they're all good. They're all good. Okay, turn that switch off. Okay, as soon as we got fueled, we'll kick the APU on and we'll be raring and ready to go. Speaking of which, let's get on down here. Now, remember I said PMDG does outdo ZIBO in a few areas. Not many, because they really are one and the same. Not the same product, folks, but they are, I mean, you're going to see this thing. It's going to be, you're going to say, how did PMDG do this without being PMD? These guys who made ZIBO, the group there, just phenomenal group, and they're not PMDG, folks. Because believe me, I did not pay 80, 90, 100, whatever it is. I lost nothing in my wallet to have this. All right, so we're all familiar with the ident page. There's your airplane. There's your current nav data, dates, which, by the way, a couple more weeks to go before the update, folks. That's what you get when it gets to 0 and you haven't put it in yet. So, clear. We are at Mike Delta, Sierra Delta. If you're so inclined, you could throw the gate in here. I am not that way. GPS today, we're going to go with the, we're on an even day, so I use the right side on the even day. Folks, you pick up your own ways. Odd days, I'm on the left, and that includes like my ignition systems and all of that. We'll go here, go back, plop that in there, head over here, put MDSD in here. Okay, Mijami in here. We are AAL. What is our flight number again? Doggone it. I've already forgotten. I think it's 376. Boy, I got that one right. Okay. So now, all we got to do is load the flight plan. And boy, it's a long one. You all saw it once. Hope you wrote it down because it's a tough one. Al, then, BN. Oh, helps to be on the right page. Well, let's see if I can do it. Yay! All right, and yeah, see, yay, 261. Mate is, Matt is, however you want to say it. Activate, execute. Oh my God, that was so much work. That's it, folks. That's your flight plan. All right, now we can go back. Let's massage it a little bit. Let's get our departure in there. Curious because I'm already not seeing it. We're going off runway 17. Oh, there it is. Valve to Joe. That looks correct. Execute. Back to route. Now we'll go ahead and do a route copy. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the arrival in because I'm going ILS 26 left, and I think I need to erase, put the star in first, which is Vince or Vice. Oh, I bet you all have no idea what that's referencing. That's correct. None other than Miami Vice. All right. And all right, coming up this way. Trying to see what all I have.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Hallelujah. Thank you, sir. Roads. It's on the north side. Tubes. How's the arrival? Get this saved. Does this work with the arrival? Okay, so 26, we're going to go to Sean. I think we're going to go to tubes. All right, and we'll go through this. I was just looking at it here, folks, how it's going to shape up. All right, 26. I had a feeling. Oh well, we'll fix it en route. Yeah, I had a feeling. And that's fine. Then we'll put our 17 here. All right, and we're going to brief this here in a minute so you'll get to see how it looks visually. But basically, folks, what we did, we put the MALV 2J departure in that we are scheduled. Put in our really long, tough typing route. And then we're going to the Vice 2 arrival. And I should have probably gone to, I think it's, oddly enough, I think it's ZILBI, very close, instead of tubes, which is fine, or Basho, one of the two. But we'll get it fixed up in flight. It'll look just fine. But what I want to do right now is check the route. So we just take this selector, go to plan, bump it up a little, maybe 20 is fine. And what we're going to do is just sequence through it on the legs page. The reason you put it on plan is so you get it into the format where it can step, and then you put it on legs so you can. Where it centers, this is the where your fix is up here. And everything's looking good. All right, here's where, see why you can see it now. We could either go suits to tubes or step up a little more. Somewhere in here is ZIBO. We could have gone direct to there instead and came in. We'll vector in. Let's just plan that, because I don't think Miami, if they come up, control that part. Let's find out. I lied. They do. So if Miami comes up, they'll tell me where to go anywhere. And on a family-friendly channel, hopefully they keep it that way. All right, so everything's looking good. Nothing way out of route. That's the big thing, and or discontinuities. None of those were seen. We backwards. Okay, everything looks good. No discontinuities. Come back up here, go back to map. And you can leave it there, set it where you want. You're good for now. All right, now that the fuel's into the plane, legs are loaded, we can start into this part of it, the performance initialization. First, though, I'm going to get the APU running. After I set this to what we're used to seeing, PPOS in the 737. That's where you want the dial to be. Okay, coming down, left fuel pump aft on. That's what they call for in this ZIBO 737 concise checklist. Okay, and then all we do is 2 clicks, 1 to on, and then start, 2, 3. And then it's just a small waiting game. Okay, after this, we'll get the performance put in, and we'll be ready to push back. It's got to fall off from where it's at down to around between 6 and 4. And no, that doesn't mean it's going to be at 5. I'm just not sure which line it hits. Okay, it was 5. I just never really paid. And then that's what we're waiting for. It's the blue light. Okay, so and point. We are now off ground power. So we come up here, click, click, click. And finally, bring the bleed air on. And we're beginning to get the aircraft ready. They are now stepping into the plane. The passengers are working their way our way. All right, so behooves us to get a little bit more done here. Okay, so we're going to the perf initialization. Click this. Oh wait, I'm clicking the wrong one. Click that one. Okay, now we planned. Hang on, I'll just get it instead of looking at that. 17 point. Let's call it 18. And that's what boarded. Okay. This is what you planned. This is what boarded. There's our zero fuel weight, which is good. We're going to go with Bear with me. Fuel. Serve is 2.1 alternate. So 2 plus 3.7. Miss Hazel. Miss Hazel. Paging Miss Hazel. How do we add that? All right, and our cost index 3.5. Cruise altitude 380. I hate this format because I don't really get a good wind format out of it. 2.7, we're going to call it, oh, what the heck, 270 diagonal 32, even though that is not what it is, folks. Okay, transition level 17. All right, we're set there. Okay, next page. Now this is the tricky one. So I'm gonna have to show you how we're gonna do it, then do it, because I can't get it to where I want it to show it off. Okay, but basically what we've got to do here, folks, is figure out our D rate and our temperature. So what I use is TopCat. Okay, see, it came right over. Actually, we might be able to get away with this. Let me try this. All right, let's see. All right, this is a payware product, folks. It's part of the Professional Flight Planner X bundle. When you pay for that, you get both if you bundle them. I mean, I do it because I like doing the flight planning side of the house. But this is what's most important about it. It's going to give us the numbers we need for V1, V rotate, and all of that, and we can compare. So, looking at Mr. Top Cat. First off, let's get our weather. Okay, weather is showing winds of 140, still very well for 170. Temperature balmy 29, literally. 1014 on the altimeter. We'll need to come up one. I see that already. And pretty close to our gross weight. Which one are we estimating out of here? 134. There we go. All right, so we are going to obviously have air conditioning running. Anti-ice, I don't know. I mean, it is really hot outside. Should we make it hotter? No. All right, takeoff is 17. And again, if you noticed, it switched from tail to head. Compute, guess what? Now, you could put in any information here in operative items, which would be called MELs, and that will adjust takeoff performance, cruise performances, and so forth. So it is calling us to a flaps 1 takeoff right here. Takeoff TO2. Oh, there's TO2 right there. And if we take the bottom one, if we roll with this, we're looking at an N1. So this gauge right here will read, well, wait, you're not seeing, oh yeah, you are. You'll see this gauge right here. It'll be 91% or thereabouts. And our speeds right in here. And that's how much runway we should, put that in huge quotes, folks, should have. 90% of the time, even with MUSFUS, which is more to which these are geared to, or prepared, or FSX, They get better the further back you go, believe it or not. I don't have must bus, so I don't know. But you should be about 1,700 feet left. So we're going to go with that. We're going to put 4.7 in. Okay. And climb 2, do we have any restrictions on this climb that I need to be mindful of? Oh, wait. Hang on, folks. RNAV 17. Here we go. Let's see. Below 5, above 10. Believe we can do that. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay. So we'll leave it at climb 2. All that is doing, folks, is basically these settings here are taking your engine that if it ran at 100%, you gave it 100% power. You're still only going to, well, at TO2, you're only going to get 93.7. But if we put it at takeoff, it'll be full power, 101 or 2 or 3%. By pulling that temperature up and the takeoff number down, we're going to lower how hard we're running that engine. Now, the theoretical goal is, and I think it's been proven pretty well with the airlines, the longer you can go to that date for your major overhaul stuff, the better. And that's what they're doing. They're trying to keep those engines from having to go through that before the time frame. So that's what they're doing. It's just trying to sip a little less fuel and lower the wear and tear on the engine. I mean, it's going to tear no matter what. I mean, my gosh, it's a jet engine with thousands of degrees of temperature blowing out the exhaust, all those moving parts. So you try to save as much as you can where you can. Take off. Okay, first thing I'll do is just click CG. Now on this page, we're already set, but I'm going to go to the next page. Not a lot of you like going here. I don't know why. Runway wind, real simple. Boom, 140 at 6. Now, I will give you a little slight on the argument. I did not know how to put slope in till a few months ago when one of the followers pointed out how to do it. And folks, I love it because I got a slope on here. See, it says plus 0.2, so that's, I think it's U 0.2. Yep. So I forgot to put that in. Let me see if I can do it the old-fashioned way. That way, and the heading here is 172. Now, where did I pull that out? Right above it, folks, right here. A lot of information here. You see we got a 9,600 foot runway, how wide, our takeoff, full takeoff runway here, what it all is. Perfect. Okay, now if we had a wet or contaminated, we could click here to get it over to the right spot. You could change the acceleration altitude, engine out. I leave them. It really isn't going to do much. And then we go next page back to where we were. Now, if these lines aren't showing, say you came in and it looked like this, just click QRH on. Now, there are no speeds there yet because I haven't set the flap setting yet. Flaps will be 1. All right, now we got 142, 143. That's not bad, folks. Boink, boink. I mean, these are right on the numbers out of Top Cat. That doesn't happen often, folks. When they do, thumbs up. And then you can simply do this, and all you see are those numbers. And that, folks, gets us ready to blast out of here. As soon as I get rid of Top Cat. that's not getting rid of Top Cat, that is. All right, so we are ready to go, folks, with the FMS programmed. Flight directors, let's just do it this way. Maybe, yes, no. All right, flight directors on. And auto throttle will remain off at the moment. Mac Airs or IAS speed selector. Now the checklist I have says V2 plus 15. That can get a little complicated in my grubby mind. Hang on a second. Just pull the big disc out, folks, here, and it'll hee-haw around and eventually line up for you. Then let off. Okay. So we said, I believe it was 146. If not, look at it. Yeah, 146. Okay, so that means, depending how you want to set up, I like to just do it very simple. V2 plus 10. 10 is so easy because all I got to do is say 56. It's just a very simple calculation in the noggin here. We said 171, I believe it was. 72. Okay, and ATC not up in our area. So that means, you guessed it, 38,000. Okay. Continuing on, fuel flow switch, we're going to go reset. And then finally, we're going to set our minimums. Okay, which one are we on here? Radio. We'll leave radio there. Let's first off get our QNH to 1014. Okay, I've got this set up, folks, so what I do on the left side reflects on the right side. So now we're on borrow. All of a sudden you see them up there. I'm going to take it up to about 450. Sounds good. And let's see, minimums, landing gear levers down, speed brake down, flaps are not up. Why are they doing that to me all the time? The electric pumps on. Don't know why it's been doing this. It's been doing this with this version. Up last two versions, I think it's done this with. And I love aviation too much. Welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow. Sure appreciate you. Hope you enjoy the flight to Miami. Okay, and just about got the flaps up. All right, now we'll go up, turn them off again. And the yaw damper is on. Passengers are aboard. Don't believe me? If you haven't been hearing that crying kid the whole time in here, you are a better person than me. See, arms and legs sticking out. All right, so push back. We are ready to go, folks. Give me a second here. Last piece of paperwork to get rolling is the ACARS system for virtual American booking and start my flight. That's simple, folks. So it's a really good VA we're flying with. I believe you can get the details. I think I put that on the title. I sure did. VAAL. But basically, if you're interested, head on over to this website. Now, I'm going to put a caveat in here. And apologies to the management there, but I do this So these folks know what they're getting into, folks. They operate as about as real as you can in the simulation world, to the point where, because we generate data on your on the landings in that ACARS program, they're going to gig you if you land too hard, if you taxi too long into the terminal, if you are out to the runway, don't warm up, don't, a whole list of things. They're all outlined in their manual, but folks, it's a good bunch of people. Just you gotta be ready. They're scoring you pretty real worldish. So far, so good. Knock on the noggin here. Haven't had a PIREP fully rejected. Had the hours not put on, but the flight itself can't, counted for currency and all. So that was good. It just, the hours got pulled, so if you're into wanting to fly like an airline, like the real world, give them a try, folks. Read through the manuals, know what you're getting into before you join, because sometimes joining airlines like this can be very stressful. And folks, we're not in this to be stressed. We're in this to have fun. So just be forewarned by Captain Mike here. All right, so with that, we are going to call better. Well, let's see. What all do we need to be done? We're off the APU, or the ground unit. Let's go ahead and close up doors. Now, one thing I do miss, I love that Airbus puts them right here. So you can see immediately, instead of having to look up, which lights are still on and all of that good stuff. All right, closing the main door. Let's get the tug on its way.
Ground copy. Please, show me where you want to go.
I want to go home. Okay, so I want to come out of here. To about right here.
Ground copy. Tau is driving up.
And no, the aimless tug in front of us is not it. There's our tug.
Laptops and DVD players may be used until we're ready to depart. At that time, they must be stowed either under the seat in front of you or in our compartment.
Okay, let's get rid of the chocks.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Clear to connect. And we got the beacon on, I believe. Yes, we do. And we're just waiting on him.
Tau connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
Stand by. I'm just getting... brakes off.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
All right, now to start the engines here, folks. I forgot to pull the jetway. My bad. Okay, to start the engines, the packs have to be off. Fuel pumps on, and you're cleared to start. There goes number one. Okay, I know y'all are seeing it right square dab here. Flight control is either yaw damper or, yeah, probably yaw damper being on. Oh, wait. Heat-o heat. Okay, we're just about cleared to start up number two.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Correction number one.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Starting up number uno. Take it up to idle, and looks like we're going to be throttling up as they're doing. Okay, cool.
Tower is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. And signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And thanks for flying with Mike. Get that pin first, and then we'll go through the after start. Okay, there's the pins. And all I do is flash him the lights. And okay, so after start, A on, Gen 1, go Gen 2 for the return, probe heaters on. For now, anti-ice will not be on. Packs to auto. Isolation to auto. And the APU bleed valve off. Now you notice the dual, when I turn it back on, you'll see dual bleed. That's what it means. You got both your engines and the APU on. Here it's just the engines. Alright, and finally, make sure we get on the gens before we do what I was about to do. Turn the APU off. Alright. One thing I have forgotten to do is come online. And that's because I forgot to file my flight plan. Okay, 2140. Well, we're about 2200, we'll call it. Okay, where is it? Oh, there it is. 376 is a B738. We're now online, folks. Just getting a couple pages set up here. There we go. And we're ready to go. All right. We're going to be taxiing straight ahead. I promised you to... Wow, I just threw the mouse. Oh, man. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Let me bring that up real quick as we taxi. Okay, here's charts. See, here's where we're taxiing. Now the oh, I thought I did that. I did not. Hang on, folks. I screwed up here. There we go. All right, so we're going to taxi down the ramp here to Delta, to Joliet, onto the runway for... I'm sorry, we're going the wrong way. We need to go the other way. So we'll go up here to Charlie, back to Alpha, and off we go. Departure will be to Rexel, SD 457460, Santiago, and then Malvin, and then on course. Just got to be above 10,000 at 460 and above at 457. All right, here we go. Brakes off. It's kind of hoping, but it's not. We'll just ease on down the road. Here we go. Flaps 1. Taxi light as required. And finally, runway lights are set. Ignitions to continuous. Okay, and auto brake RTO and ATC. All right, we're on our way. Now, where you see here to the right, this is where we should have been. Gate A4 is actually right over here. So, but because, as you can see, they're not going to size up properly, I just chose to go down to those. And this is the pilot getting it all backwards as to which way to face his aircraft, because he was thinking 3-5. But I hope everyone is having a great day and enjoy the alternative to what's on TV. I know we're in big competition, so it is what it is, folks. Hopefully I am as compelling as interesting enough to keep you here. But I understand. And like I said, my apologies, I went the wrong way. But at least it's not that bad of a taxi. All right, so now we'll get back on the taxi map. So now we'll just go up Joliet. I thought we were right at Charlie. We must have had it right behind us. So that's why we had to go down. But we'll be back up here in pretty quick, so. All right, we've got everything ready to go. The only thing I haven't done that I want to do at the end of the runway is check my control surfaces. But other than that, we're ready to go. Let me check one thing. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work yet. Nope, it's not working yet. I was hoping it would, I'm pretty sure I haven't updated ZIBO if there is one. So what that is, folks, is they're working to put a takeoff calculator right here to give you the numbers. Now, Tolis has this built in already to their EFB. And I plan to start flying it more heavily. So, yeah, just want to give you a heads up, because I really want to learn all the different systems and subsystems. Who knows? Maybe one of those real-world pilots there that have kind of thrown X-plane to the side will catch on and teach us. But today is ZIBO 737, and we are at the end of the runway. Ah, I see a Delta is coming out. All right, we're gonna just hold up, like I said, real quick here. Brakes on. All right. Let's bring up the stat page. Again, just doing a quick flight check here. Now you could put the control wheels visible. I don't care for them. They get in the way too much. Okay, hang on. This is not ideal. So let's do this. Okay. Okay, we're good to go. All right, before takeoff checks are complete, we're ready to go, folks. Las Américas traffic. Oop, hang on, let's do this right. Las Américas traffic. American 376 departing 17. Okay, here we go.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Okay, get lined up, clock on. Lights on, here we go.
80 knots. E1. Positive rate. $1,000.
And Las Americas, American 376, clear the airspace. Clear the airspace at Las Americas. Okay, autopilot off, landing gear off, timer's running. Let's go ahead, go PNAV. And finally,
Los Americas traffic, Delta 1829 departing runway 17 via the Larid to Juliet departure, Los Americas traffic.
okay, we're at or below 5,000. As soon as we come off this, we'll be good to go. Bear with me a second, folks. I'm going to do a little advertising. Oh, hang on. Get this out a little bit. Oh, I thought I could, but I don't saw the, Oh well, that's what I get for thinking, folks. All right, there we go, folks. Good afternoon, Mr. Leroy. Welcome in for a ZIBO ride to Miami. I don't think .weather.wx does anything. I think it's .metar for. Hopefully you're listening in. Hang on, I'll help them out a little. Okay, we're above 10,000 and all right. Wow, learned something as I said there, folks. Wait a minute here. I know I turned my lights on. I would have. Oh well. Anyway, folks, we're on our way. So, we're just gonna kind of keep it a little quiet today. I'm gonna keep the music at bay and let y'all just kind of unwind. Many of us, it's the end of the weekend, unfortunately, but just let you kind of unwind, enjoy as I get things set up here in the climb. So feel free, chat room's wide open. Love to hear from you. Love to hear your comments, see your comments, and we'll go from there. All right. Into thunderstorms pop up all the time. Oh. Standard. Let's get a look outside the plane. Dominican Republic.
Traffic, heavy. Final for runway 17, Santo Domingo.
Doubt we'll see that traffic. But there's Santo Domingo behind us, folks. And kind of neat, these big islands out here in the middle of the Caribbean and the Atlantic. Boy, do they sometimes take a beating. Yeah, it is a fun plane. Everyone's been getting hung up in PMDG, and I mean, I understand PMDG. Don't get me wrong; it's a phenomenal piece of work, but it's just hard to beat free. And it's the quality, if not in some areas, better. I mean, PMDG outdoes it in a couple areas, but in some, I think this one beats it. Besides price tag, folks. That's not including price tag. So that's why I'm not going over to the 2020, folks. It's just, why? So I may be the last person left flying this, but I'm not going over. All right, so 21,000, we're climbing out, and take a look at our wings. Wonder if they've already asked if Mr. Escobar is on the plane. In the background, folks, was the Flying with Mike mascot. All right, I changed my mind, folks. We're going to put some music on. Captain's prerogative. I'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, sorry about that. Before my daughter went downstairs, wanted to let her know some news of what needs to happen in the next couple of days. So, but anyway, we're on our way. And today we are going to hope for, and it looks like we probably will get 2.6 left by no tone. One of the few pilots out there that probably read them. Runway 30 and 12 is closed currently. Now, whether that's all day long or was a temporary closure, NOTAMs usually don't tell you that. So the game plan is to aim for 2.6 left or 2.7, and since 2.7 is a very long taxi for the airlines, we'll try 2.6 left. And we'll have to finagle our flight plan slightly in the FMS. And please pardon me for yawning in your ears like that. But I knew it when I said it. My back of my mind was going, don't set that one. You're going to end up having to go backwards to go forward. And that's what it was. So we'll get it updated as we get closer. But we are now through 33,000 up to 38,000, and we'll be into Miami Oceanic here in the next 30 miles. So let's see, 60 miles. My bad. Why does that say 39? That's it. I'm looking at my chart here, folks. Here, I'll show you. And maybe you all can say, hey, you're looking at it wrong. Hey, I'll take it. I was a VFR pilot, folks, not IFR. Okay, the way I read this from SGO, oh, there's a split somewhere in here. I did not see that 36. Okay, yeah, I'll stay in the VF, but if you keep it here, all you see is 39. So in that case, yeah, it is what it is. Hey, we'll get there, folks. It's all under the FMC, so we're good. All right, so pull that off. And we are on our way, folks. We are estimating Miami in an hour and 20 minutes. And hopefully you all are having a great Sunday. I know my Sunday was going good. Went to church. All of that was great. Great sermon on the priestly prayer there in John. Then it started going downhill thereafter. Folks, it just kind of goes to show that even being a Christian, folks, we still have bad days. We still screw up. We still sin. It's human nature, unfortunately, folks. All we can do is know that we are forgiven and ask for forgiveness if able. And my temper got the best of me at fast food place, and yeah, oh well. It's not an oh well. It just aggravates me for a while. So that's if you're hearing a little bit of a twinge of down in my tones here, that's why I'm just kind of mad at myself for succumbing. And so bear with me. We'll get part of that's kind of why I came online here, folks, to help get me refocused back into the real world, back into, it's a sinful world. And you saw the verse of the day there momentarily, a moment or two ago. And, I actually debated between this one and another one that I kind of go between. And that is not what I put in there. How the heck did that one get in there? That's the one it was saying you needed to put in there. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, okay. Oh, like it is right. I know. I didn't change the one when I key it up that way. Oh, man. All right. But yeah, the verse, like I said, came a few moments before I tried typing it in. And, well, Psalm 63, which was what came up, is phenomenal. The verse is rather speaking the truth in love. We are to grow up in every way into Him who is the head, into Christ. And yeah, it really helps what I went through today. So, oh well, folks, I hope you all have a great Sunday, and go ahead and start seeing what's happening in Miami weather-wise. So, there goes Dominican Republic. Well, folks, I am going to kind of sit on the side, let you all listen in on the music, and turn this down just skosh. And enjoy the Sunday, folks. 2 hours or hour and a half to go. Alright folks, and if you're curious where our next flights will be, got you an invite there to our Discord channel under flight schedule. You'll see the upcoming week's flights. Also right there on the Twitch page, folks, under About, you'll see it as well. So check them out. We'd love to see it. Again, I love aviation too much. Thanks for the follow. Look forward to seeing you on these upcoming flights. We got a pretty good week up ahead, so hope you all enjoy them. Steve 9975. Hey, welcome aboard. Haven't seen you much. How you been? Working a lot. I hear that one. Well, glad to have you aboard, sir. Welcome in. Ouch. Yeah, that's about, what, an hour of sleep a day? Oh, many a days I know like that. All right, folks, hour and 15 minutes into Miami. Still not showing much in the area there. Let me get our friend at Simaware updated. Sometimes Simaware irritates me. It won't update that fast. Wow. Atlas flight going to Billings, Montana ahead of us. About probably a good 300-400 mile ahead of us. Wow, that's a long haul from here. Looks like he started in, he started in Haiti. And it looks like we got a line of storms ahead of us. We'll see how that shows up on ZIBO. Crossing Grand Bahama near and over Nassau. So, but for now, looking at Miami, Fort Lauderdale's busier than you know what. But looks like back and forth from Havana to Fort Lauderdale going on. So we will just continue our way towards Florida, and I'll tell you this much: the scenery down here is really, really good. May have to make another trip down here. That or head inland, don't know, but I'd like to get back into the towless A319, maybe even the A320, or A321 I should say. Remember how I threw that caveat out before pushback, folks, about Virtual American? One of the things with them you have to be careful with is, and this is where I could get into some trouble with them because I don't know the file formatting for a how it in FSX. I could tell you exactly where to change things to make it read right for the ACARS programs. I have no idea how to do that. In the 3 years I've flown on X-Plane, never found it. It's all in the aircraft config file in FSX. Whether that format carried up to the new one, I have no idea. But if you fly a Neo A321, it's just there's little, I'm gonna say the word nitpicking, but I'm not being mean about it. It's just they really nitpick it down to what American really flies. So that's what I mean, folks. Just beware. This is Captain Mike alerting you that if you want to try this out, folks, it's a challenge, both flying it and making sure you get the pre-flighting done right. You get the right planes. You're under the right, there are a lot of planes that are not accepted by Virtual American out there in the majority. I don't mean, again, this to be a negative, are against Microsoft 2020. Yet, they pump it up so heavily. Got me. So, for the most part, but that in the big capitals, quotes again, X-plane, there isn't many problems. TOLUS is probably, with the A321, the one that really can be difficult. And I don't have it, so that's why it's not difficult for me. So, but again, folks, it's a good airline, good bunch of people. Boy, the technology there with it is really good. The ACARS program is good. They're working to bring it into the onboard ACARS systems out there, and it's just all around, folks. It's a little bit above the others, and I'm just amazed at what they can do. So, all right, so we are, that's, nope, I'm not sure which island we're flying over right now. According to Semmelware, probably way in the distance by now. Let's swing around, who knows? Yep. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm not sure which one this is. I just, you know, it intrigues me to live on an island, but then it's a little mind-boggling too, if that's the right word. A little bit of leeriness, because you're it, folks. Everything's imported. So, but the nice thing here is you're in nice weather. Granted, you can see a hurricane every year, but outside of that, it's really nice. So, all right, folks, and also Captain Mike being a little vigilant, helping y'all out. Don't forget Tuesday. You forget Tuesday, folks, man, you're in for trouble, trouble, trouble. Valentine's Day. I found that's one of the 2 days of the year you don't want to forget. So, just heads up, just realize, you know, I can hear a lot of you going, oh, as they reach for the phones and start typing away to get Valentine's Day taken care of. You're welcome. So, anyway, thought I'd remind folks. Go. Oh. Oh, man, folks. All right, well, I can tell you this week we will have a military flight. Now, it's not going to be anything DCS or anything like that. I've seen the latest, greatest DCS out there, and it is phenomenal. I am just not a big fighter pilot, and I know the C-130's coming to it, and no, it's not going to be that. It's going to be, and I will tell you, it's the KC-46 making a run. So that'll be on tap. Tolus will make a run, as will ZIBO, I think, again. Let's see here. Oh no. Yeah, Tolus will make a run for it again on Friday, and the King Air will rejoin us. If you haven't seen that video, folks, it did release to YouTube. I still chuckle at it. Yeah, it's a good one to watch, folks. That was, oh, what a fun flight. But yeah, that released, and then we also have the KC-46 in flight again. So, interesting week ahead. I've heard that, I've actually seen some screenshots and all, but I had a lot of troubles with DCS, and people I've actually talked to know I had a lot of troubles with it. And it's going to take quite a bit to get me over it. Now, I might put the C-130 and X plane back in flight, but folks, thank you to the developer who made it. I mean, at least there is a C-130 out there, better than X-Plane 11 Back's version of it. But I mean, I had a couple problems with it, and but nothing to the extent of blue screens like DCS used to do to me. So, and it's going to take a lot to get it back up and running. So, or to just get it running, because it's been 5, 6, 7 years since I flew it. So it's going to take a lot, because somewhere down the line things got screwed up with my account, and that's the cause of part of the cause of the blue screening. The other is just the way DCS was. So, but yeah, the C-130 is awesome. I know a couple of people here following the Flying with Mike do fly in DCS. Sounds like, Steve, you do. So, you know, maybe. But it's gonna, you know, I'm gonna have to be convinced that it's not gonna screw my computer up, as a friend of mine's got screwed up. And that I can fly multiplayer, because it's kind of silly to fly a fighter. I mean, you can, don't get me wrong, by yourself in a combat simulator. I mean, you can go up against AI, and actually, I remember BMS, and they were actually pretty good. They always took a good chunk out of my plane, if not the whole plane. So, but we'll see. All right, hang on a second here, Steve. I gotta remember what I gotta do to make that happen. Oh, I don't mind if it's of DCS. I just gotta remember how to make it happen. I don't think it's bingo is the right command. Oh, Hawker. All right, give it a shot. You got 60 seconds there, Steve. Why would it do that if I gave you the permission? I really sometimes hate this thing. I don't see the video link. Nor do I see that it got queued. Ah, got it. I really don't know why it just, I gave it the permit and it told me to basically So it looks like a good video, folks. Check it out. Those of you seriously inclined for action combat-wise, hey, I'm going to tell you, DCS is good for that, folks. Do not doubt it for a second. Different eras of battle, F4s, Messerschmitts, for an in-flight movie. Let me work on that. Let me see. I wasn't expecting that. Dang it. Yep, very nice video there. Again, I will never argue anyone about DCS. My argument, if I was ever going to give one for it, would be it beats Microsoft hands down every day of the week and 10 times on a Sunday for eye candy. It is unreal. I get it. I remember it back when it first fired up. Ah, All right, folks, we are. Let me make sure. I don't want to. What do we got left? Oh, I'm on the wrong map for that. We're 51 minutes out of the Miami area. All right, folks. But yeah, DCS, I know. I've seen it. I've played with it. We're back in the 1 point something days, and hands down, that would have been, like I said, 7, 8, 9, 10 maybe years ago. No, not 10. Oh yeah, I guess it could have been. And it outdid Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 back then to what they released in 2020. So I do know how good DCS is. I got a lot of blue screens, and when you give me a lot of blue screens, I just got bored and tired, and it just wouldn't work after, like I said, something I did screwed it up in my account. So, you know, maybe we'll revisit it one day, but for me to go head to head with fighters and all, that really doesn't do anything for me, and that's why I don't. So, the C-130, yes, always intrigues me. Depends what it'll allow me to do with the plane that I used to do in other sims. We'll see. But for now, I'm quite content learning some pretty complex aircraft that are now in XP12, that being the TOLUS A319. So maybe, but there is a big, you know, I'm not really into combat simulating. So we'll see, you know, we'll keep it as a possibility down the road, but we'll see. For now, we're 48 minutes out of Miami. And that means we need to take a look at this, because we got some reprogramming to do, as well as well, hang on a second, let me try and clear this one program up here and get the Vice 2 up, and we'll start talking it through. Okay, the approach we've got planned, and it's already, I put it in, folks, on the ground in Santo Domingo. Basically, we'll start at Medes, go to Vice, and then we'll branch up to Suits, to Sean, and then we're going to head for 26 left's ILS. Okay. Winds there. Let's see. Have we had a decent run with the weather here? Let me go ahead and have that happen. So you can see right down the runway for the most part, 14 gusts to 22, and broken layer at 5,000. So it's really a pretty good day there, but looks like we may have some things to contend with there. So that's our weather, folks. So for this approach, we can check D-ATIS, and you can do that, folks. If you're flying on VATSIM, IVAO, whatever, you can check it out. All you do, go to this website. I'm going to bring it up for you. Oops. D-ATIS. Just go to datis.cloud.io, and from there, look for your facility. If it says D-ATIS on the chart, look for that facility. Now, they're only U.S. based and territories of the U.S. So if you're looking for Ramstein, probably not going to get it. If you're looking for Frankfurt, you will not get it from this website. But if you're looking for Los Angeles, O'Hare, or Miami in this case, just look for it in the list. You can see there's quite a bit to use it. And you can get a feel for what Miami is doing. Go to the arrival on that one, and then you'll get the METAR as of 22:53, which is about getting close to a half hour old. And then everything that goes with it. Approaches being conducted are parallel converging and intersecting runways. So expect ILS 26, 27, and 30. Now there's actually a NOTAM out that 1230 is closed. So I'm going to have to dig back that one back up, because if it's gone, then that could become the runway we aim for. And then you can see the rest of it there. Multiple cranes, numerous this, that, and the other. 5G, oh my gosh, cell phones are on 5G. Muffy, what do we do? Go to 4G. But anyway. So Pappy's 26 right are out of service, and so I mean a lot of stuff on here. Be really cool. And I don't know even the beginning of taking that information and plugging it in front of you on the landing. Like, Pappy's out of service. That's an interesting one to throw at you. Birds, if you have like Microsoft flights, Century of Flight I think had it, so did FSX. You know, birds. Increase, decrease the amount you see at an airport. That'd be kind of neat. But anyway, that's what you get with D-ATIS. All right, and then the airport is like 9 feet above sea level. 18,000 transition. Here's what you need for the approach, which 737 easily meets, and everything else. Again, betas to whelms at or above 28,000, at or about 21,000 at Seiler, vents below 16,000. Okay, because from here, we're diverging to either landing from the east to the west or from the west to the east, roughly. Then we got to be 3,000 feet at Sean. Pretty simple, straightforward. Kind of move this over. Because what I want to do is kind of zoom in and hope we can see the changes I'm going to make. All right, let me try tilt. All right, so there's the arrival. So Maida's is what's next. It's 126 miles out. So Welms, Seiler, Jets. Ice. Oh, okay, that's right. Then we go to Eltod, Suits, and Sean. See those there. Then up to Tubes. Excuse me, folks. Sorry about that. Rivet got caught in the throat there. Tubes is out here and it's about a 12-mile run. We're going to try to go to just Basho. That's exactly what we're going to do. So we'll take Basho. Getting a lot of traffic up here, about 40 miles up to the north and east of us. Okay, Basho, previous. Click execute. Alright, so now from Sean, we're going to go direct Basho. Basho is 3,000 feet. Oddly enough, so was Sean. Oh, at or above 3,000. My bad. So yeah, this is reading right. And hang on, Basho is 11 miles out. So let's okay, so we're set up here where I did it wrong. There, a little easier to read. And they're at 186. Perfect, so we're slowing. Yeah, I was saying, man, this is not looking right. There we go. So now we've got the flight plan in here right. Okay, I want to... Alright, let's see if by chance we got any contrails out here. Probably at 40 miles not. Never know. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so now that's the charts, folks. And then once we get on the ground, we're heading to gate D19, Delta 19. It's located real quick on the charts. If we're landing 26, well, we'll get to that in a minute. D19 is right in here. Alright, we're going to use a couple of things here. Let's see how well ZIBO is. Okay, we're going to go back to the airport here. KMIA 26. Left, dry, wind, I'm showing 260 at 50, or 15, ugh. 260, diagonal, 15, temperature 22. Now, I actually do have the HEPA here, but it's 2995. We just do it, 29.95 for inches of mercury, and it'll tell you that. Estimated landing weight, we are looking at bringing this bird in 123. And we'll be using flaps 30, and we'll be setting it there, and for now we'll plan that. So we'll plan 1, 2, 3 decimal 6. Okay, flaps 30, any ice off. Let's try AB3 medium. And I'm going to add 5 to the VREF. All right, so estimating 1, 2, 3, 6. Here's our different breakings in meters. Now, what it does show here, folks, though, our VREF 142, but it shows the runway. So this is how far we should go down, roughly halfway. So it's a neat chart. And again, it gives us 142. All right, so let's come back out here. Go to the, you know what, let me try zooming in a little here. Okay, so we're on the approach chart. What I did is just went to initial ref. Put it right on there. 139. 144. There we go. And that's what I'm planning right now. We'll see how that works out. And just my verifier. Plus, yep, 142. So things are looking like they should. Wait a minute. Gross weight does not make me feel good. What do we? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. For a second there, I thought, wait a minute. I thought we were lighter than that. So there you go, folks. We're set up for our arrival. If we have to do a missed approach, basically straight away, I take that back. We'll climb to 800, then a right turn to 4,000 on a heading of 29er. Excuse me, 290 to catch the 335 off of a Dolphin VOR out to Barbara intersection to hold. So, not anticipating that, but folks, you never know. Oh wow, we got a whole bunch of people. Got 4 aircraft working in with us. Yippee. Sorry, 3 aircraft right now. Very close. Well, if we space out just right, we can land them in with no troubles. Otherwise, I'll switch to 3-0 and we'll hopefully defeat it. But 260 is pretty good to come in on. I'm not switching to 27. All right, we're also getting close to that thunderstorm line, folks. That's over Nassau. All right, folks, so enjoy, and we should be looking at an arrival here in the next 30 minutes or so. Yep, next 30 minutes. Just seeing if we had anything new. And I think this is some of what they're not sure if this is working or not. Well, Miami Center is not up, so it doesn't matter. So, like I said, these are the kinds of things Tolis has working. And I think PMDG might. So that's where you're going to see differences. Those of you over in that world would know more than I do. But, hang on, this is really bright. All right, there we go. Much better. Turn them up at night if we needed to. But anyway, as I was saying, actually, I've totally lost what I was saying. So, oh well. Obviously wasn't important. Oh, that's where I think PMDG may outdo ZIBO. But it's hard to say, you know, how much it outdoes it because, I mean, ZIBO pretty much gives you PMDG. It's just not made by PMDG. So I enjoy flying it, and I hope you know, if you get it going, folks, it's free. I mean, you're gonna go, oh my God, this is just like ZIBO. I mean, just like PMDG. And it's amazing that it is just that close. Let me see here what's going on here. Okay, he's still about 40. All right, so hopefully we don't start seeing his contrails now, if I remember right. Yeah, because they're going to be aiming for Maydiz like me to fly the VATSIM as well. So we'll kind of get a feel for what they're flying. Out of curiosity, I have to look. Curious if it's oh, one of them is company traffic. It's a little ways back, but no, the other two aren't. Okay. That'd been really funny if it was company traffic with Virtual American. Because that would have been not planned, folks. But again, folks, welcome aboard. Hope you like it. If you're new, hey, we'd love you to smash follow so you can see us next week where we're flying to. Unfortunately, we do fly lunchtime on is our normal start times around 11 o'clock, 11 to 12 o'clock Central Time, and they're on. But if you really like us, I'd love for you to hit subscribe, help us pay a little bit of the bills here, and hey, look at maybe getting some new aircraft or tools for the stream, because that's where we put all the money that we take here at Flying with Mike. But for now, we have American ahead of us at our level. We got one kind of, I don't know if he's going to get in front of us or not. We'll adjust if he does. And going through the look here on VATSIM, we're looking good. Yeah, I think he's going to try to cut in front of us. Shocked we're not showing him up. He'd be about right in here. So actually, maybe even closer. That might, which one? That is him right ahead of us, folks. Why he is not showing on TCAS is beyond me. Maybe take a look down here. Well, I don't see a above below switch, so we can't do it there. But he is 2,000 below us. That might be why. Actually, 4,000 below us. My bad. So yeah, we are going to be behind 2. There he is, right there, if you can't see him. Follow the yellow brick road. I'm sorry, follow the white brick road. Now we are over. Something tells me this might be the indication of the storm, so we'll kind of see what it looks like in X-Plane. All right, top of descent, where are you? "41 miles ahead." Okay, 16. Alright, engine start switches to continues, fasten seatbelts, and landing lights at 10. Alright, transitions 18,000 again, folks. All right, when it is time, folks, for us to go down, there's a couple of ways to do it. One, you can just let it happen. But if you were in controlled airspace right now with Miami, let's just say, Miami said descend flight levels 16,000, QNH, blah, blah, blah. 1014, by the way, I think it is here. To initiate an immediate descent, couple of ways to do it. All right, your okay, those aircraft equipped with a VNAV page. I think the 777 has it, but most have climb, cruise, descent. Just get to your descent page. Go next page to get there, sorry. You have a descend now, okay? Or you can click altitude intervene, and that will start you down on your descent. Either way, any of those three, there could, and you could even click flight level change, but if it's not changed in the FMC, it's going to come right back up. So we're just about to start down. Not knowing 100%, let me see if I can pull a ground speed. Good, we're slower than him. That's good. So I'm going to let him pull a little bit more, because they're going to be starting down too, folks. They're just going to be able to get a little bit, stay at their altitudes a little longer. I'm pretty sure this guy's, yeah, he's the lead 1536 is already in his descent. And he is doing okay. Yeah, I should be okay here. Now, if you remember on the ground again, folks, we got a fuel message using reserve fuel. No, we're not. I said 5.6, I think it was. It's just because we're on the ground. We weren't up in the currents of the air and all of that to get. And folks, this happens a lot on the big long runs where you'll set, 300,000 pounds of fuel in a plane, and you'll taxi out and it'll go low fuel. Huh? And it's because you're not in the air yet. And then you might get it when you're too long, as you get close to your step climb, it could happen.
Miami traffic, American 1192 is going to be descending via device to arrival, finding the ILS 30 approach Miami traffic.
Nice. I'll be on the 26. Okay, so he's going down. We still got 8 miles. You know what? I think I'm going to do click, click, click. There we go. And you're going to accept it, and there you go. Now you know you're in the descent. You'll see the Boeing version of showing you how you're doing on your descent. It looks like a glide slope over here, and you got the chart here. Goal is to put that right where it's at. Airbus, it's a green dot, if you remember. That's the same thing, folks. Okay, I set 16 for a reason, because it's at or below 16 advice. Okay, I think everything's set up here. Oh, we never let them out of their seats. Oh well.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are descending. Seatbelt sign is on. If you happen to be up and about, please return your seat. Keep your seatbelt fastened for the main flight. On behalf of the flight crew, we appreciate you being with us today. Wish you a very safe and pleasant journey to your final destination. Hope to see you back here with us soon. Thank you.
Alright, let's go ahead, set auto brakes to 3 for respect of people coming in behind us so we can clear up quickly. If I have to clear quickly, we're going to go for Zulu is my hopeful. Lima 3 is possible. So try for Zulu, but maybe Mike 3. Sorry, it's Mike 3. Then we taxi back. Okay, always to a different location than I'm thinking. Oh well. Alright, so we'll find it and... Alright, looks like... Okay, there's American right there in front of us, folks. They're about 10 miles ahead of us. He said planning 3-0, which I get it. That means he's going to get closer quicker. We're going to run up to get to 2-6 left, so that'll help to clear them out of the way. Okay, we're getting someone starting to pop up. Where are you somewhere? Okay, he's outbound. Outbound to SLVA 767. take a look at these clouds. Not bad. I mean, folks, if you've been with X-Plane through most of the development from beta, I think I came on, like I tell y'all, 4, 5, 6 time frame to today, these clouds look so much better. And I'm sure they're going to improve even more. And folks, don't, too many people get their knickers in a knot because, well, the clouds just look like, Active Sky does this. Remember, Active Sky you pay for. This is default, folks. Don't expect the real weather outside your door in your sim unless you're willing to pay quite a bit for it. Okay? And I think what they've come to here is pretty good. Now I'm waiting. Now we did a flight over in the Philippines. And the thunderstorms look pretty good there. Again, what would I like to see? Oh, I'd love to see if the thunderstorms base is, say, we'll take a severe storm, 3,000, maybe less, up to 60,000 or 50,000. I'd love to see a column of cloud that way. What will that do to most people's sims or computer rigs who aren't beefed up to the latest, greatest, and Mondo Condo rigs? Yeah, you got to remember, that's got to be taken. You buy Active Sky to get that. They got to look at everybody. So, I am thrilled with what I see here weather-wise. I mean, do I wish there were some changes? Heck yeah. But at what cost? Because right now, folks, I'm running 60 frame rates. I'm happy with that. Some airplanes, it's down in the 30s. You're getting close to where your VATSIM's going to kick you off. Hang on, let me do a quick update here. Pretty sure we're still 2995, and we are. Okay, here we go, folks. All right, seatbelt signs on. Let's get them. Okay, now he's 10 miles ahead of us, or yeah, 10 miles. So actually, we're sequenced pretty decently if I wanted to go to the 30s. I'm going to stick with 26. Okay, and we're coming up the Vice. But again, the clouds look amazing, and it's been a neat watch. And there are times where they're like, oh my gosh, they look horrible. Some of those days when I thought they looked horrible, then all of a sudden I flew to Mesa and back, and I went, they looked horrible out the window. And that's real world, folks. Can't get much better than real world. So. All right, so we're coming up on 16,000, which is cool. And we got any speed restrictions there? Nope, just good old 16,000. Okay. ETOD is 250, so at that point we'll slow. So we're going to go ahead and continue our descent. Let's see. Is that minimum? 9,000. Okay. Start slowing the beastie down. Then it's above 6. Okay, head over here.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
All right, let's get the ILS dug in here. 1099. Oh, 109110. Okay. And 13. Okay, and we need to set 272. And 335. That's our missed approach run to Barbara. 11.5. So these are all set.
Line traffic, American 1536, 5 mile final for runway 26 left, Miami traffic.
Okay. Suits. Down to 3. Kind of lost track of the other guys. See what they're doing. 1192 is ahead of me. 1536 is up there. See if he follows him.
Miami traffic, American 1536, final runway 26 left, full stop, Miami traffic. Miami traffic, American 1192 is on a 10-mile final, the runway 30, Miami traffic.
Cool. Okay, we are below, and I have not turned my lights on. so you can see there's where we're heading up to intercept. And again, folks, let me just say welcome in. Hope you all enjoy the ride in. Yes, I have sidelined the music and steriled up the cockpit so we get in here. There's our plane we were following heading for 3-0. But we're going to be turning here for Basho and then in for our landing. Currently, traffic. We're it. I don't see anyone else lining up. Lost him. Where's he coming? No idea. So if I get quiet now, folks, my apologies ahead of time. Also, feel free to put a prediction in.
1,000 to go.
And it goes just like that. Exclamation mark, predict, space, negative number. All right.
Miami traffic, American 1192 on a 5-mile final, runway 30, Miami traffic.
Got that. Minimums are set. And I'm going to go ahead and go approach. And we're going to begin slowing.
Miami traffic, American 1536, vacating runway 26 left at Juliet, Miami traffic.
Miami traffic, American 376, intercepting the localizer, 26 left, Miami traffic. Glide slope.
Miami traffic, American 1536, taxiing to the Concourse Delta gates via November, Miami traffic.
Gonna have a lot of people there when we get there.
American Liner 07, takeoff runway 27.
Okay, don't have the runway yet, folks.
2500.
I think I barely got it inside. Let's get past this cloud and see what we got. Arming the speed brake. Brake set, lights on. Gear down 3. Hey, we're cleared to land. Alright, got the runways in sight. plane's mine. And Miami traffic, American 376, final 26 left.
1,000.
Roger 272 American Liner 07.
Oh. Ballooned up. Come on, girl. Get on track. All stably. Alright, we're stable now. Landing 26 left.
500. 400. 300. 200. Approaching minimums. 100 minimum. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Out reverse. To be honest, I really didn't catch which one that was. Miami traffic, American 376 off of 26 left at Mike 6, taxiing to the Delta gates. All right. Welcome to Miami, folks. I don't know what I did. I've got things covering my screens, so we'll see when we get there what we did. Alright, so let's start cleaning up. Lights. Apu. Radars off. And again, folks, hope you enjoyed it. It was a blast. It was fun flying it down, fun flying it back. We'll find out what American called the landing, as well as Sim Toolkit here in a minute. Alright, you should be on now. Okay. Oh, there goes the equipment racing to the gate that we're headed to.
Miami traffic, American 109, 4 miles from Bishop. That's runway 267, Miami traffic.
Okay, weather radar position light steady, APU started. Not connected, we can get our starts. Gotta make sure which ones it is. That R1. Okay. Couldn't really make it out very easily as to which one.
Miami traffic, American 109, establish status on 265 for 3 miles. Miami traffic, American 1192 is on final for runway 26 left, Miami traffic.
All right, brake set. All right, and transponder can now go to standby. There you go, folks. Get up here. Collision lights are already off. On there. Okay. Hope you enjoyed. Let's do some paperwork here real quick. Okay. See how this one filed. Perfect. 265 feet a minute according to them. Cool. All right. Ooh, actually, I think I saw Hawker. Got it? Not sure. Oh well. So we can close you out. 334 is what Sim Toolkit showed. All right, let's take a look at the stats and then we'll look at the landing. All right, so zooming in real quick. You can see how we kind of meandered our way in. First thing we got to do is finish the flight. Okay, then we go up here to our flight, click View Details, Full Landing Report. We were slow, that's why.
128 clear from runway 26 left, farm traffic.
And it showed us on the other runway. Oh well. So it's kind of tough to read this, folks, because we're only 297 feet from the threshold. Well, not really. In reality, we were 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, just we'll call it 2,300 feet down the line, probably about 5 to 10 feet off the center line to the left. So that, you know, it's okay. Not great, but we'll take it. Pitch was a little off, 115. So, I mean, we were slow. We should have been around 137 to 140. Hence why she came in a little hard. All right, let's go look at this now live, hopefully. Fingers crossed. First thing we got to do is come off of VATSIM. Make sure I don't have any other programs running. Two, 3, 4. Well, 334 is what I think I came in at, but yeah, good job there, Hawker. All right, other tracking programs. All right, so let's try it. Maybe. Oh, yes. Here we go. All right, so I now have the plan. see where I ended up left of center. Trying to get my butt over. I mean, overall, these are not, I mean, this is not a bad approach or landing. Even though I ended up somehow ballooning up out there. Let's see how it looked from Hawker's vantage point. Bit of a thump to wake him up. Folks, that was not a bad approach. That was pretty good stuff. Let's see how the tower runs, if we're able. Sometimes even this is. Well, folks, that is a really good approach from the tower view. It always is. Hope y'all enjoyed the ride out of Santo Domingo to here. Going to exit the runway and leave you all to your Sunday night. Folks, I hope you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, please hit follow so we can see you next time. Next time, KC-46 action. Hope to see you then. Hope you have a wonderful week, folks. May it be blessed. And to the people at Burger King that I yelled at today, I do apologize. I don't know why it turned like that, but man. So rather, speaking the truth in love, we are to grow up in every way into Him who is the head, into Christ Jesus. So folks, keep those words on you as we go through the week. We'll see you Tuesday. God bless you all. Have a great day. Good night.
Thank you.